Welcome to The Jump. I'm Rachel Nichols. We are stacked today. 7-time All-Star Tracy McGrady is here. 2004 NBA Champ Finals MVP Chauncey Billups is here. And his teammate on that 2004 title team, Rip Hamilton. Welcome to The Jump. This is special for me. Rip and I first met when you were a rookie with the Wizards.
Washington.
I was a rookie newspaper reporter at the Washington Post. And then when I was just starting at ESPN, Chauncey and Rip's Pistons team was the first NBA team I really covered on a regular basis for SportsCenter. Look how young we are.
Wow. Look at that. We came a long way. Oh, look at that outfit right there. Oh.
That was such a fun group. Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace, and, of course, Sheed. Those guys, I mean, y'all were the opposite of a super team. There was not a single max player on the roster. A lot of these guys were in their third or fourth franchise because things hadn't worked out elsewhere. Chauncey, the guy who would end up as finals MVP. Well, the Pistons were his fifth franchise. There were some people starting to wonder if he was a draft bust. But together, well, all those guys together, they were so much greater than the sum of their parts. I have to say, I have covered a lot of teams since then, a lot of championships. I've never seen a group quite like those guys. They pulled off one of the greatest upsets in NBA Finals history when they beat the Lakers. And that LA team, well, that was a super team. Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, Karl Malone. And yet, these guys dismantled them, both physically and mentally. And all of this, I gotta say, was very top of mind for me last night. Not only knowing Rip was going to join us today, but also watching Golden State deliver that beatdown against the Clippers. It's full circle here, right? I mean, here we are again with another super team of Hall of Famers and All-Stars. But the difference is this is now an era of super teams, right? So, Chauncey, I mean, do you think that your scrappy Pistons team, a team like that, could win a title in this league again? Or in this era of free agency and the way the contracts are, that's done?
Well, I'll say this. And people ask all the time, our great teams, could they beat the Warriors? Could they beat these great teams? To me, it depends on the rules.
Yeah. Right.
If it's the 2004 mid-2000 rules, we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine, and we will win.
Right.
If it's 2016, where you can't play D and you can't touch a guy, you can't play the way that we played, we're gonna have our hands full. It'd be tough.
But it's also about,
and it's just that simple to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about like what kind of players you have, but also just the emotion and the way you guys played together, right?
Sure.
It wasn't just about talent with you guys.
Absolutely. We had a great mix. I mean, we were a type of team that just didn't play together on the basketball court. We also shared a lot of special moments off the basketball court. Doing Christmas parties together, spending New Year's Eve at Rasheed Wallace's home.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Can we get that story?
Yeah, that was an experience. That was an experience
there.
But what made us so special, and if you match us up to a Golden State Warriors team, was we were able to switch every position. So with Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace being our rim protectors on their team, they were great on-ball defenders. So even at times when we played against Cleveland and LeBron James, we would never trap pick and roll. We would just switch and say, all right, Ben or Rasheed, guard that person man up.
When you look at their squad and then you look at, say, they're talking about matching up against the Warriors, what do you think?
It's the same. I got to piggyback off of Chauncey. It depends on what era, because the rules make a huge difference in this. In today's game, it allows these guys to run free through the paint off of these screens, and that's what they're great at. But when you can put some wood on them, Ben Wallace and Rasheed put some wood on and slow them down.
You don't need max players.
You don't have those legs. You don't have those fresh legs when you get wood on you throughout the game. So it all depends on what era you play.
And then if you look at Rasheed Wallace, who's going to guard Rasheed? That was always our matchup that we was always going to explore playing against different teams. Nobody could guard him.
Always had an ace in the hole with that.
How much though would you have liked to see prime Rasheed versus prime Draymond Green? How cool would that have been?
First of all, I love Draymond,
yes,
but they don't belong in the same class.
Really?
Not at all.
No.
Draymond was a pup in our locker room.
He was our guy.
Yes, he used to come in with Jordan
I'm talking about
Dumars.
Draymond now, not your little.
And I'm talking about Rasheed then.
Not at all.
Draymond, although he's very arrogant sometimes,
you're talking about 6'11".
as he should be.
Yes,
I think Draymond would probably tell you the same thing.
Really?
You're talking about 6'11" with mouth.
Right.
You're talking about Rasheed.
Trace, you played these guys. A memorable series. I'm just gonna
Mac changed our team a lot,
man.
with his comments a couple of times he made out there.
See, I wasn't going to bring that up.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure
I don't
you
know what
did.
you're talking about. But no, we had these guys 3-1, and I'm out there with 2 rookies in my starting lineup, Gordon Givachek and Drew Gooden, and things were looking promising to us.
And you said?
And I don't know what was said. I don't know. Look at that.
Yeah, we got amnesia.
I know what was said.
I do too. We talked about it.
After 3-1 being up, he got up on the stand.
Yes, he
and
did, with his
said,
chest out too.
It finally feels good that we're going to get out of the first round.
I said,
And that right there is what got him beat.
yes.
That's my guy. But I will say this.
That got us beat?
Yes, it did.
That's what got you beat.
No.
You had a chance of. One thing about it,
I think David Stern had to do
You
something.
let a sleeping dog sleep.
Absolutely.
Is what you do. You let a sleeping dog sleep. He was averaging 47 on us after 2 games. I will say that. I mean, we couldn't stop him.
We couldn't stop him at all.
With a
we
very
had
sad
Michael Curry
roster,
on
just
him.
put up those next to you.
And then we injected Tayshaun into the game and made him be accountable for somebody. He was guarding Michael Curry, who he didn't have to play defense, just offense. We couldn't guard. I mean,
No.
he's tough to
No.
guard.
I had to guard him.
That's what happened.
Because
Late in the series, he had to guard me.
I had to start guarding this guy because he went for 40.
Yeah.
And then got on him again, and he went for 40. Back to back.
But you know what was funny? But you know
it
what's
back to
funny
back?
though? Because remember, Rick Carlisle was only playing us 20-something minutes a game. And when T-Mac made that comment, we sat down with Joe, and Rick Carlisle was like, hey, you know what? You can't just play us 20-something minutes a game.
Changed everything.
You got to play us 40
You
minutes a
guys went
game.
to the coach and
Just
you
like he
said-
was getting playing
Oh,
40
yeah.
minutes a game. And that changed the series.
Now, y'all had been teammates in Toronto
Yeah.
prior to this. Was there a lot of trash talk between the two of you during that series?
No, there was no trash talk.
No, never.
No.
Never.
I was about business.
We always been good.
There's a little trash talk last night with the Warriors-Clippers game. We're just going to segue to that. I'm not sure we learned anything new about either team last night. This was the 7th straight time Golden State beat the Clips. This time, they didn't even have to shoot well to do it. Steph was 0 for 8 from 3. KD was held to 16 on 5 to 17 shooting. They still won. I mean, Tracy, did you learn anything? You were in that building last night. Did you learn anything from that game?
No, I've been telling y'all for the last couple years, this roster, Golden State sets the bar. Like that's who you're eyeing, right, in the Western Conference. This team doesn't match up well against them. You have 3 non-shooters in your starting lineup. That's Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and Mute. You cannot play these guys against Golden State because they're non-factors. Who's going to do the scoring against these guys? You're sitting here trying to trade twos, while these guys are out here knocking down threes, and their mental toughness wasn't there last night. Blake played. He didn't play smart basketball. I think he bailed when KD was on him defensively. You got to take advantage of that. You got to exploit that. That's what Golden State does so well. They exploit matchups throughout the game. Blake didn't do that last night. He was bailing out when KD was on him. You got to.
And when I look at them too, I kind of say the same thing because when you look at the Clippers, I mean, with their roster, they got to play smash mouth basketball, kind of how we played in Detroit. Last night they were too busy trying to play like Golden State.
Right.
And
That's not
I look
good.
at Blake Griffin. He's shooting way too many jump shots. And like Max says, if he goes and says, hey, I'm going to protect the paint, I'm going to dominate the paint, I'm going to force Golden State to make an adjustment on the opposite end and play a bigger lineup for them to compete with them. But right now they're trying to play like Golden State and they can't beat them playing that way.
I mean, Tracy, you said that mentally Blake wasn't where you wanted him to be. You, Mr. Team Leader, if you were in that locker room, what would you pull aside Blake and what would you say? Because he's obviously the talent. All the pieces are right there for him to play the way you guys want him to.
Didn't you try when you played there?
Well, it's funny because you can see why this guy is so tight. Everything he just said, I would demand that Blake Griffin. No, you catch it on the block
Absolutely.
and you go to work on the block.
Right.
You got KD guarding you, who's long, but there's nothing he can do with you down there. Even with Draymond, face him up, make a play. I'm not gonna let you take those jump shots early in the games. I'm not passing it to you out there.
Right.
Listen.
So that's what I would do as a point guard. And once he does that, then we can open it up a little bit.
Somebody has to be demanding on that team. They beat you 6 straight times. Who's going to put their foot down and say enough is enough?
Well, it's funny you should mention that because there is someone who started to do that last night. Just maybe not who you would expect. Former Warrior, current Clippers center Mo Spates. Here's what he told the Orange County Register when asked what the Clippers can do to reach the next level. Quote, first, we need to start really just leaving the refs alone. Guys just got to sacrifice, do some other things than scoring, do some other things than your personal goals. just try something new. They've been doing it here for 4 or 5 years, and it hasn't been working. So it is time to try something new.
Well said. Well,
Love his voice.
Right?
I think because they need a different voice in that locker room.
well, see, here's the
But
problem, though.
he just got there.
I like it though. He got a championship.
he told the
Definitely
truth.
best player.
And
I
as
knew
Rip
that.
said, when you win a championship, you have enough equity to say things like that.
Yeah?
Yes.
The issue is this. You need your best players to be saying
Absolutely.
that.
Right. Well, that's my point. Like,
These
this
are
is
best
Mo
players to be
Bucket
saying
saying that versus CP or Blake.
We never thought Mo would be coming to LA to be a leader.
He has
Yeah,
some
in
cachet
the locker room.
because of what he's
That's an issue.
accomplished.
Right.
He has the cachet, but I would love for Blake or CP. I want to hear those voices.
Correct.
And see, I like it from him too, because on a simple fact, Blake and CP has been a leader of that team for so many years. So any opportunity you got for another guy to come in and have a voice in that locker room, sometimes when you hear the same voice over and over, guys
Like the
continue
roll
to
of
block it
eyes.
out. You know, so
Right,
now for
that's
him
interesting.
Like the roll of eyes.
to come in and have a voice, and he just has success over there, and now he get an opportunity to play against the team that he won a championship with, and they go out and lay an egg. Oh my goodness, some things gotta change.
No, maybe start to listen
I'm
more.
sorry, but I mean, whatever they do, they can't be going.
They can't.
They should just go home, Tracy. Thanks. You never know. We'll take a quick break, but there's a lot more to come on the jump. Is it time for Melo and Phil to go their separate ways? We will discuss. Plus, was the Cavs playing the water bottle challenge during their blowout of the Knicks
wow.
disrespectful? The guys will weigh in next. This was
The Jump is presented by Doers, the world's most awarded blended Scotch whiskey. Live true. Drink responsibly.
It's a make or mislead. It's a make or mislead. Make or miss. It's a make or mislead. It's a make or miss. It's a make or miss. It's a make or mislead.
Make optimism. Get a load of this pregame routine. Justin Anderson, Dwight Powell. The Mavs, by the way, went on to lose by 30 at home to the Kings
See,
after this.
that's why they're the sorriest team in the league. That right there.
Absolutely.
They too busy trying to get their pregame dance together.
Look at that.
He should have punched him in the stomach for real for that.
Like, come on,
Yo,
man.
this is
Come on, yo.
unbelievable.
Were we in high school AAU or we in the NBA?
You can do it if
Come on,
you're
Rick
Russell
Carlisle.
Westbrook and Cameron
Come on,
James.
Coach
They can go out and do that. Miss
Can't have
fundamentals. Cavs Nick shoved by himself on the
Uh-oh.
break, and yeah, it doesn't quite
Hey.
happen. Then you think he hurt his hand there? Or he was just kind of
He
covering
hurt
up
his
for.
feelings.
Yes,
he hurt
he
his
did.
feelings right there. He hurt his
He
own
waited to
feelings.
redeem himself to get another dunk. That's why he started cherry picking, I think.
Oh,
All right, make handles. Lakers Rockets. Chauncey's guy Eric Gordon makes Larry Nance Jr. dance on the perimeter.
Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights. Oh, hey, okay, EG.
Right? You like the resurgence here?
I like it. I like it. He's finally bought me. He's
That's
finally
his young
healthy.
protege right there.
Just
He's
health
Playing
right
summer
there.
league basketball.
Chauncey been talking about this kid for a long
I
time.
love EG, baby.
All right, we got to get back to the top of the show. And now we're talking about Rasheed Wallace's New Year's Eve party. Nothing? You can't
Trying to
give me
get something
nothing?
out of these guys, huh,
Come
Rachel?
on. I'm a
When
reporter.
the show's
I
off,
wanna get
I'll
some information.
tell you a lot
Yeah.
more about it.
Just know there was no dress
That's
code
not
there.
for TV,
There was
man.
no dress code.
There's no dress code for the girls that were sitting there as well. That's what I'm getting from that. Thank you very much
Yes.
for being here today. We will
Absolutely.
see you back tomorrow. Chauncey, I love
Always
the
a
reunion
pleasure.
here. T-Mac. We will be back tomorrow on The Jump. Join us then. All right.